So welcome back to More Talk, and today the first person we're having some more talk with is Neil Wild. Neil, you are the town team coordinator, I understand, with with a remit for looking at the local shops that are empty within Banbury.
That's one of the remits. That's
yeah,
right.
so it seems like an awfully big remit, and yet I understand that you share this role with someone, and you have about a day a week on it. Can you tell us a little about it?
Sure, of course. So 3 years ago, Iain, my colleague, and I were appointed as town team coordinators, and the idea behind that was the concerns that were being expressed by the businesses, by the property agents, landlords, and the town, its customers, just about the town centre and its future in the context of the challenges that high streets face nationally. So in response to that, the economic development team at the council initiated this town team coordinator role. So that's the background.
Okay. So, because I have to say, because you say it's been running for 3 years, you know, do you feel that you're making an impact on that? What are you doing within that?
Well, the role picks up a number of different initiatives and opportunities, but yes, we are having an impact. It is a very part-time role, so clearly we do what we can within the time and opportunities that there are. But I think one of the backgrounds to the work is that there's not a shortage of people that want to open up a business in the town centre. And I'm really encouraged whenever I talk to a small business, an individual entrepreneur, somebody that's based in another town that wants to set up a retail business in this town. There's not a shortage of those people, and we've got the property for them. So the role really is about matching those two things, the supply and demand, and putting those two together. And sadly, and this isn't a Banbury problem, it's a national problem, sadly there are challenges to, you might have the willingness and desire and a good business idea, but actually getting and sourcing the property and being allowed to give it a go and have a try, it isn't always permissible. So we try and bridge that gap between the landlords and the tenants, the businesses.
And what would you say are the main barriers that are faced?
Well, so there might be numerous barriers. So, for instance, a property might come empty. The business might leave it in a certain condition that needs some money spending on it, and the landlord's not prepared to do that. So there might be a financial outlay that's needed in the first instance. And then some landlords are used to the old days, where you might have a business that signs up for a 15-year lease on the property and pays him his rent, and he's lounging on his yacht in the Med, and he collects rent every quarter. That's the traditional model of commercial property. It's a nice model, but those days are passing by. So, but some landlords struggle with that change of concept. So if someone says, I've got this great business idea, I'd like to take your property, please. And so the landlord says, that's fantastic. And then they say, well, but actually I only want it for 6 months because I want to give it a go. The landlord says, that's too much. Too much hassle for me. I'm not interested in that. So we try and overcome that barrier in different ways. And we've achieved that in lots of different parts of the town to do that. So I'll give you some examples because that's the best way of talking. So because of our role and because we work with the businesses and know the businesses, so there are, and believe it or not, and this is a staggering statistic, so I know you're from Bicester, and so Bicester and Banbury are often compared, but Banbury is probably at least double the size of Bicester in terms of its town centre shops. We've got about 450 town centre shops, including the shopping centre, including the peripheral parts, but the town, just talking about the town centre, not the retail parts, not the neighbourhood shopping centres. So that's a lot of businesses, and so over that time, it's important that we know the businesses and we know what we've got. We know, who we're dealing with. And I know that there are some businesses that want to expand and want to, if they've, for instance, JD Cruz, Jasmine, she runs a leather workshop and she makes handbags. And she's got first floor space, and she, from Friday, through our role, has taken a short-term lease on a shop. So we know the landlord. The landlord said, yes, that'd be great for 6 weeks, happy to do that. So because of the relationship with the landlord, because we know that business, we were able to put the two together, and that's just a short-term 6-week arrangement, but on a ground floor shop on Parsons Street, which is fantastic. And if the business does well, we'll promote it with her. Then there's a good chance she'll want to stay longer. The art gallery on Church Lane, for example, another example. That opened start of March, and that's going to run initially for 2 months, and then again the business that's running there will assess how that's working out. So these links that we've got with the landlord and with those businesses that we know want to set these types of businesses up, and these are the types of shops that we really want more of in the town, because we want to draw in more customers into the town. So someone spoke to me a couple of weeks ago about the non-customer. Well, what does that mean? Well, the people that aren't coming into the town that we'd love to come into the town, because there's lots of non-customers not coming into Banbury, and we want to find those folk, and through one of the main ways that you're going to encourage, or we are going to encourage more customers into the town, is having a good range of different businesses and different shops that they think, I can't get somewhere else, so I want more of that here. Now, pop-up shops, this is one of the things we work with, are a way, not the only way, but a way of encouraging more vitality, more interest, and it's important that those pop-up shops have an interesting range of products within them that are not necessarily already here, but something that's not here that we've got. So those are some of the things we do.
Okay, because I have to say, when I was walking here today, that and I took a very direct route. I did not, scout around looking for lots of different things, but I passed 7 empty premises.
Yes.
And it's
too many.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more than 7 in the town centre that are empty. I don't mind, acknowledging that. There are more than we would want, but there's a lot of national challenges for high streets, clearly, and I think we don't need to discuss what those are here, but there are a number of national challenges, and retailing is difficult, challenging, high rising costs of products. If you're importing at the moment, customers have got lots of choices as to where they do their retailing, and that's from online to coming into a town centre or going to the out of town retail, and lots of competing opportunities for the customer, and that's fair enough. So there are huge challenges, and retailing is difficult, and as a public we are incredibly hard in terms of what we're looking for, and looking for a good price, and we're very fickle, and it's, you can imagine that world is a very challenging world. But I mean, we're talking about this because we're interested, aren't we, in our towns. Our towns are something that we like and enjoy, and people ask me about the town centre frequently because we care about our town centre, and that's a good starting point, because if we care, then we've got something that we want to sort of encourage and grow and look after and protect. So it's really important that all parties, it's not just one person's job, it's a town task. So the coordinator role that I have seeks to draw those different parties together and find goodwill, because I can think of lots and lots of people that are interested in the town, or are interested in doing positive things and initiatives for the town centre to see it thrive. So it's important that we all work together and build on that positivity. But yes, there are empty shops, and there always will be an element of what I call churn. Someone leaves one property and then somebody else takes occupation. So there's always an element of that. But there's more than we need, more than there needs to be.
Excellent. Well, look, I certainly think there is a groundswell within Banbury in terms of people in the surrounding area as well who are really, interested in making a going and seeing this town really thrive. If there is an entrepreneur or a small business out there who's watching this now, how can they get some support from you?
Okay, well, we would ascertain what they're looking to do, what the type of business is, what type of premises they're looking for, how long that they would like a property for initially. So then we can direct them towards the right opportunities that exist. So they can contact me, my colleague Iain Nicholson, and we can work with them. It's fantastic talking to small businesses or even bigger businesses that have got a real heart to serve in the town centre, work in the town centre, and provide a great opportunity property for people to come and enjoy and look round. And so it's really, really positive doing that.
Absolutely. Well, I hope it continues to go from strength to strength for you, and thank you for coming to talk to us
Pleasure.
today.
Thank you very much.